The Great Wall and its mysteries. The Great Wall, meaning 1,000-mile-long city, is China's longest and most famous wall. This is also one of China's greatest works that still exists today. The Great Wall is 21,196 kilometers long, a citadel stretching thousands of kilometers from east to west. Building the Great Wall was an arduous process for prisoners of war, slaves, accompanied by secrets that few people know. In what era was the Great Wall built? The Great Wall was built during the Warring States period, in 221 BC by the Qin dynasty. Initially, small independent countries built walls to resist the invasion of the Huns and Mongols. After Qin Shi Huang unified the country, he connected all the separate defense lines into a long wall. The Great Wall. Mysteries about the Great Wall. Tens of thousands of skeletons form the foundation of the Great Wall. To build the Great Wall, Qin Shi Huang mobilized more than 2 million people to work hard for 10 years to complete. The Great Wall was built on rugged mountains and steep hills, stretching across the desolate desert. Stretching across the whole of majestic China. It was built to protect the Chinese Empire from attacks by the Huns, Mongols and other nomadic tribes. Those who participated in the construction of the Great Wall were all slaves, poor farmers, prisoners of war who committed the crime of death, and Confucian scholars who refused to obey orders to burn books. Under the supervision of brutal supervisors, they have to work from dawn until sunset, even when it's hot, bitterly cold, or on stormy days. Any resistance or laziness has dire consequences. They had to transport raw materials such as blocks of stone, soil weighing tons, and baskets of lime and mortar to the top of the mountain. Due to hard work, harsh climate, lack of food and violence from supervisors, most of the workers had to die here. Their bodies buried at the foot of the city walls. It is estimated that millions of workers died while completing this project. The Ming Dynasty contributed the most to the construction of the Great Wall. Today's Great Wall was built in 1474 during the Ming Dynasty. After expanding, it switched to a defensive state. The Ming Dynasty expanded the Great Wall, with an estimated 25,000 watchtowers built along the wall. The wall was built and reinforced with materials as good as fine stone and much sturdier than during the Qin dynasty. Although the city wall was built on a large scale, the number of deaths during the construction of the Great Wall during the Ming Dynasty was not recorded. Is the Great Wall impenetrable? Until now, the Great Wall has become a witness of time, refusing to yield to the harsh weather and erosion of Mother Nature. However, the seemingly impregnable Great Wall was breached by forces from the north. Typically, in 1555 at Woyan, a skilled Mongolian army silently attacked the city wall at night by using hooks to climb the wall without the guards knowing. A more concrete example is that the Manchus from the north crossed the city wall to enter and take over Beijing, ending the rule of the Min dynasty, ushering in the Qing dynasty. Thrilling stories related to the Great Wall. The story of Man Kuang Nu crying at the Great Wall. The story of Meng Kuang Nu crying for her husband is a famous Chinese folk legend during the Qin dynasty. The story goes that, on their wedding night, Man Kuang-nu's husband was forced to build the Great Wall. When winter came, she knitted clothes and traveled long distances to find her husband. She traveled 10,000 miles to find crops and was forced to build a city wall. When she arrived, she heard the bad news that her husband had died. Surrounded by only mountains, forests and cliffs. Not knowing where to find her husband's body, in despair, she cried for 3 days and 3 nights. Her cry echoed 800 miles away, causing a part of the wall to collapse, revealing her husband's dead body. After burying her husband, Man Kuang-nu jumped into the sea and committed suicide. In fact, Man Kuang-nu is not named Man. This is a common naming method in the First Qin dynasty. Her last name was Kuang, a common surname in the country of Qi at that time. Man refers to the eldest child of a concubine. The legend of 99,999 bricks in Jia Duk Quan Jiayugan is the western gate of the Great Wall, built by a man named Yi Kaizhen during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. He is a person who is good at arithmetic calculations. He planned and calculated that 99,999 bricks would be needed to build the city wall. When Jia Duk Quan was completed, there was 1 brick left over, loosely placed on a city gate, and it remains to this day.